Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails, the second chapter. We are in the Liber Ark Tunnels, the third part I think, from Victoria into the new region, which I think might be the access pillars, but there's only one way to find out. And that's by completing the entire tunnel. So let's continue on with where we were. I think we are roughly halfway through it right now. EP charge 3. The chest is empty. You looted it already. This is a haiku. Chest empty. Looted already. This is haiku. Is it a haiku? I don't know the rules of it. If it's like a 353 type thing or something like that. It's a kind of poetry. Celestial Bomb. Disappointed by the lack of treasure, you briefly consider carving a heart and some initials into the chest. But whose? If I had an option, I would definitely go with E and maybe J. Or could make it into a love triangle. Monsters appeared. I thought so. I knew something like this might happen. Alright, let's see if we can normally fight them. Enough place for a good kick? Definitely. Alright, at least we got a couple of them away and one severely damaged. Beware his bodily fluids, can call you can call allies, I don't mind. You know what? I want to see Bobcat, I want to see what it looks like. Ooh, it's an area all attack. That's actually really nice. Because by looking at it, what it's like, I can make sure that if we need another member, we can swap out Josette if necessary.
I told you I could handle this. Over here, Bobcat!
I thoroughly approve. It's actually pretty decent, in all honesty. Ah, of course, 33 left. It had to happen, right? Shall we leave it to Estelle? Because she's the one of the three before it and does the least amount of damage, I think. We'll do a dual strike. But we do want to make sure it's dead before we can do anything. Yeah, let's just preserve our CP, because this group is not too bad. We've had much worse. Oh, and I really should be mindful when there's a separate round that I can plan to use like a wind attack or something just to get those extra hits in. Well, I could just use Dark Matter, because I'm pretty sure we can get her to level up soon. Damn, Joshua's already back at 200. That's the nice advantage of having fights like these. They last a little while. And therefore Joshua can fully recharge his CP, so we're ready to encounter whatever is necessary. Because so far we've encountered a mandatory fight every time just before we leave it. Right now, we are ready for it. Spiegel shoes. There's a lot of different equipment pieces we find down here. Sorry, better luck next time. Alright, so future sets, healing capabilities. Oh no, and of course, check what we got. Is it another mill shoes? It is. Defense, move, speed, attack, defense, men only. It's not bad. It's a little bit better than what we have. So I'll save it if we put a kid in the party. So he has some nice feet to wear as well. Because if it's up to me, I would gladly have everyone above 80 in this part of the game. Curry up bomb. And of course fully decked out with all open slots and right quartz. You flip open the lid knowing full well you won't find anything. You're still somehow disappointed by the result. Wood gem. Looks like another open and shut case. Oh, that's actually a very good one. More separate than you can shake. Just add yeah, make you look. Alright, what is the wood gem? Is that evade? Prevents enemy arts and crafts with 30% success rate. So a better impede. Look at the amount of wind we get for that. Oh, that's really good, isn't it? I have to say, it is on my mind as a potential swap. What would happen if I gave her that? Then she will have Lacuria. Maybe a bigger wind attack as well. I think if we have evade level 5, like the version like we have from impede, it will probably also be 12 wind pieces as well, which is really good. Let's evade those for now, because they're not difficult. We know how to manage them. It just takes a bit of a time. Because which of the two is going to be the way forward? You on the other hand? Bombs! Okay, all other enemies are non-existent. Bomb needs to die. I think I found my grinding spot and enemies. Oh, perfect, straight away. Not only for the experience, cause that's nice, but it's mainly for the set pith that I like it. Let's see how many of them will actually level up because of this. Because we are already pretty high. But an enemy like this, like Poms in this area, would be great for the lower characters that are not above 80 yet. Yeah, if you have the opportunity, I think I might grind here between episodes with all the other characters that aren't 80 yet, so to give them all up to speed. So everyone is viable with whatever comes next. And I have to admit, I feel there's still some really hard fight coming up in the near future. And I'm not talking just about the enforcers, I'm pretty sure there are other things as well. Alright, also above 200, perfect. Look at that, that's crazy. I'm not talking about the Joshua Learn Phantom Raid, that's even better, I'm loving it. Still need to check if it's an all attack or single, but the fact that Josette That's got 4 levels. For now, yes. True Smite, Chain 3. I wanna check. I wanna see what it is. Oh, this is all attacks. Perfect. Perfect. Stealth technique using high speed to create duplicates. Hell yeah. And it's a better attack, I'm sure of it. I knew Makor was hinting at something. Alright, so this goes down. And the other one, I see only chest there. And the last one is probably a monster encounter, but I feel like it's only chest, so we have to go to the other room. There's a part of me that really wants to test out that move. If we're gonna have like a mandatory encounter, I feel like I'm gonna use it just because I am way too curious right now. So, does it mean there are still so many more moves coming up for us? Not just for Josh, but for the other characters as well. Ooh. I'm getting excited about it. Because the S-Crafts, they're always amazing. S-Template. Back in the good old days, this required keys to open. Cure Bomb. At the bottom of the chest you find only crumbs. Briefly wondering how long a chest like this would keep food fresh. You walk away. Well, to be honest, chests did need to use keys in the past, but only special chests. Normal chests you could always open. Emergency pop-up. As you turn away from the empty chest, you hear a strange and ominous hissing. Probably Joshua. EP Charge 2. E to M to the PTI. Tyrol Bomb. Running your hands along the bottom of the chest, you obtain a splinter. Yes, I knew it. We call this Opportunity. Yeah, come on, I cannot ignore it. I need to use it. I want to see what it is. Is it better? It probably... Very weird looking Kupo. I like it. Yeah, and it damages a lot. Do we want to use... Ah, come on, you can stay in place for a little bit, right? Are they all gonna move out of the area? They are, aren't they? Ooh, I think she still hits that. Alright, they're still in there. Are they actually wind? Huh. Never realized, but we learn every time. He doesn't have wind, he doesn't have an attack that is allowed in the next turn, so it doesn't help. Well, let's keep on killing what we wanted to kill. Look at that. Just at the beginning of this fight, he used his 200 CP and is almost already back again at full force. Alright, I think for the rest of the tunnels we might start avoiding the other fights. Because we are at a decent level. I think the only fight that I want to encounter are the ones with the big fish, just for the possibility of having palms show up. Because getting to level 99, it's definitely not mandatory, but it would be really cool to have that. And in that regard, we would know for definite that we have all the moves. I do wonder if the level we have right now in this game will be carried over to Trails the Third. And if you have 99, would there be no need for grinding in that game then? Seeing as you cannot get higher, I presume? Or is the level cap in this game infinitely high, like way above 100 as well? Parthenon gear. Thinking you've come back to return its stuff, the chest opens wide in anticipation. As you leave, it closed with a pain, awkward creak. Yes, extremely awkward. Let's see. Nice defense, a little bit lower, but decent attack and defense. Is this like for Josette now? I think so. Extra move, extra speed. No, I think we need. I want to save it because, like I said, Josette, she's not too bad. At least not as bad as I thought she was going to be. But there are so many more other characters we want. Found water gem. It just is empty. You're struck by your urge to climb inside and take a nap. Nah, not now. Not now. We have things to do. So what is it? Is it another combination or an actual HP 5 gem? Alright, like I said, we'll save that for one of our main party members, which will probably Chloe, Olivier, the better casters. But okay, let's go back on track. See if we can find the exit here. I'll be back, big one. Now knowing that you are palm carriers. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with those. Very long hallway. Oh, got stuck on the wall. Almost thought we were gonna have like the mandatory fight. If the paths are this long, ooh, there it is. Ooh, that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. I think I might want to use most of what I have. Do we want to? What can we do to make it easier on ourselves? Because do I wait with Joshua until you get to 200? Because he will definitely be there relatively quickly, right? Alright. Oh god, do we have a... We got a 4. That means with 4 we should be able to recover straight back to 200. Let's pick this one. Yeah, I want to do the most damage with the least lost CP we can. Didn't expect one of them to be already dead. But then again, 4 targets on a Thunder God kick. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, we made the fight a lot easier already. And I think with this we should be able to... Ooh, I totally forgot about that. They can actually hurt us. Alright, so reasonable amount of damage. Oh, that's so not fair. You could have hit any single target. Yeah, you can hit him what you want, he's resisted. Joshua, tell me what we need to do. Alright, moving them back a little. Get our poor Josette back on her feet. Don't. Why do you hate her? What did she do to you? No. Why? 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 What's the reason behind this? She hasn't even come back yet. This is just harassment. I'm wasting too much celestial bombs. But I believe in Josette. No, I just kill him. And then hopefully critical with Zin. So we can get this one out of the way. Can you make that so far? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so they can maybe still petrify her. And of course now they won't, because they know they can't kill her anymore. Really bad alien creatures. Still, just use magic. No sense in making you walk all that way. Beautiful.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Let's see. Alright, so we know that once we get the mandatory fight, we are relatively close to the exit. Very close. Man, it's bright. Hey, this is... Estelle, look. Access pillar? I feel like it is. I feel that, yeah, this is the road towards it. So I'm thinking once we reach the pillar, I think the enforcers will be coming. But first, let's see if we can get a halo rail active towards here. So that's the access pillar. I've seen the tower in the skyline ever since we crashed, but I didn't realize just how big it was. Hey, Joshua? The others are in there, aren't they? Almost certainly. I would be willing to bet that this tower originally served as, effectively, the Ark's city hall. I would imagine there's information about the Aureole inside as well. I see. So, how do we do this? You think... go straight in? If the enforcers are inside, we're in for the hardest fights of our entire lives. We should probably return to the Arseille first and make sure we are absolutely, completely prepared. I'd also like to tell Julian what we've discovered. Yeah, good idea. Oh, let's find the nearest rail station then. I like your train of thought, Zin. Let's find that indeed. Is this another emergency tunnel? Where would this lead? I can remember that we actually got towards another entrance or exit that we couldn't get into, right? Maybe. I could be forgetting something, but hey, there's only one way to find out, and trying to get it open is the best way forward. No chest behind it. But at least now we can get to every single region. We can, let's say, get more people in our party, gather up their equipment, quartz, everything. Halo Rail, access Pilar Station. The Halo Rail system is currently operated at limited capacity. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please select the service from this terminal. Access Pilar information. Welcome, my lovely, lovely bracers. I'm leaving this message here, as knowing your pig-headedness, you will eventually see it. Our little plan has entered its final stage, and the true awakening of the Shining Ring is near. I dearly wish you see the moment, but just inviting you up would be a bit droll, wouldn't you agree? So let us be a bit of a sport here. My co-conspirators await you within the pillar. Should you manage to beat them and reach the pinnacle, you shall behold the Aureolus resurrection. I eagerly await your arrival. Do not disappoint me. George Wiseman. So technically what he's saying here, I expect you to defeat every single one of my enforcer, and I'm waiting for you here. P.S. Joshua, I'm so very glad that you've gotten together with your friends again. Don't you think you're being a bit cad in ignoring Lowy and Rando? I'm sure they'd love to say hello. Wiseman. I don't really know this Wiseman character too well, but talk about bad taste. Yeah, if anyone was ever in need of a butt kicking, it's him. Joshua, don't let him get away, okay? Don't worry, I won't. More importantly, we know that all the enforcers, Lowy included, are inside. It's time the biggest fight of our lives. Bring it on. Definitely bring it on. Halo Rail service is currently limited. Would you like to activate emergency operation mode for the access pillar station? Yes. And I do wonder if we go into the pillar, would it be back-to-back boss fights until we reach George, or will we have like a dedicated level beforehand? We need to go through with enemies' chest and all that kind of stuff, and then defeat them, and then do it all over again, another piece of the dungeon, and then another boss. That would be a nice filler of the final dungeon of this game. And of course, give us more clues on who are we gonna fight at the end of it. Because, like I said, if at all possible, I do want to pick the characters that fit the Enforcer best. Like I said, we're gonna try. It's a blind playthrough, so for now, my guess is as good as any. Alright, now we can easily go everywhere from Calmer to the access pillar. Phew, that was a bit of work. Yeah, but the one thing I'm wondering, can we activate the other emergency door? And where will it lead us? Online shop. For slots and quartz. Water, windwood and mirage. So technically we now have access to most elemental gems if we want to fully equip everyone with it. It is gonna cost a hell of a lot though. But definitely worth checking out. Substratum route 246 is already open. The opposite gate is an evacuation route to Calmer, reserved for use in extreme emergencies. Yeah? Then open it up? Or do they mean that once we beat the tower, the Aureole is gonna crash and we need a way to get out of here, and that's gonna be our emergency route? If that's the case, I can wait. Alright, let's get back to the Arseille. Which party am I gonna take? You already know which one is my most favorite members. Zin and of course Olivier. But is that the first group that we want to take with us? Because if I get to the access pillar and I see hints of who the enforcer is going to be, we will go back to pick up the right party. In that regard, I think bringing Olivier with us instead of Josette might not be that bad. On the other hand, I could also just go a full round on the Arseille and then keep the episode there. That way, in between this one and the next one, I can use the time to level up all the remaining characters to also be above 80, triggering most likely their new moveset as well. And of course, having enough Sepit to open up almost all of their slots and filling them up with the necessary cores that we want. After we've done that, we're going to use the remainder of the 7 we have to give everyone, starting from Estelle to Joshua and so on, with the appropriate level 5 gems. If we can afford it, of course. Ooh, is everyone inside or something? They are still there, right? It's not that they have been kidnapped by Ouroboros. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Oh no, there. Pulling the falling outrigger up by chaining it to a howitzer. It's a rough way of doing it, but we don't really have any other option. The Society's actions are also cause for concern, so we need to finish repairs as soon as possible. So, the fallen outrigger. Amazingly, we ended up retrieving it by holding it back with a howitzer. And that was Mayor Mueller's suggestion, but then you don't get to be a tank commander without some serious smarts. Repairs are pretty close to done, so I popped in here for a quick breather. Looks like the Society's just gonna bite back even harder now that we're exploring the access whatever. Gotta get some rest while we can. Yeah, you go get that rest, because you're gonna be fighting a lot. Only place left to poke our noses into is that big central tower. Look like we've hit the end of the road. Those Society guys will be bringing everything they've got. It ain't gonna be easy. But hey, it'd be weird to get this far without a grand finale, right? Let's find the Aureole and get back to the goddess's good earth. Good work so far, everyone. Please, look over your equipment before you head to the central tower. Once you're in battle, it will be too late no matter how hard you regret it. Would have been great if he also sold the high level quartz. Because now we actually need to move around to get all these, and I'm very lazy. No, Josette, I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that for you. Setting orbital engine output to 50%. Orbital voltage steady. We can start the test at any time. We're about to begin the final test of the flight engine. If the engine passes, we'll have basic flight capability. Of course, if we can recover the left outrigger, that would be best. But I want to proceed on the assumption we'll have to make do without. I was ready to be airborne by the time we return from the access pillar. Take care of yourself, you hear? We've come too far for tragedy to strike now. I wonder if the flight engine test will go okay. I'm heart racing just thinking about it. Alright, well we're here. Let's see if we can read the final few messages. We can. The first barrier had activated successfully and we had succeeded in performing a temporal freeze upon the Aureole in another dimension. However, that was not the only barrier within the plan to seal the Aureole. The plan's final defense line, the second barrier, the key to that lies within the 4 device towers. This mechanism is built to activate should the first barrier fall and time once again tick in the space of the Aureole. The second barrier other name is the gravity barrier, and it can manifest gravity inside the other dimension. Should the Aureole resume activity by tying this other dimension down with linchpins of gravity, the goal was to prevent its return to reality. If the second barrier activates, it signals that the Aureole is once again active. As a result, with its Gospels, anyone will be free to draw out its power. The Gospels remaining on the Liber Ark were sealed within the Aureole. However, should something that could serve in place of the Gospel be born in the world to come, the Aureole will be free to wield its power in reality again. We succeeded in sealing the Aureole, but its power has not been destroyed. We will root ourselves to this land and watch over the Aureole. I pray that we will successfully be in our vigil and that these records are never seen by any eyes. However, while we are steadfast in our duty, we predict that such will not be our future. When the Aureole once again returns to reality, how will our descendants choose to respond? Believing that we will not make the same mistake again, and the time will come when we will truly free of the Aureole. I leave these records for the future. Have faith. Our party is the most capable one out there to stopping it. Yo, Team Racer, we're checking. Sounds like the expedition into the city's core nearing the end. We'll get the Ladybird flying again somehow, I'm sure. Get back safe, you hear? I want us all together when we head back to the surface. It seems my journey has entered its final chapter. I expect a whole worthy of the rest of the tale. And once again is settled. We must have victory feast at the Grancel castle. The besmirching I suffered at the last banquet, revenge if you were sweeter than wine. You carried grudges kind of longer than I thought. If we can get the left engine back in place, the repairs will be more or less done. So meanwhile, those of us who can lift the engines are basically stuck sitting on our hands until it's done. Hopefully we'll be ready to fly by the time you come back. All we can do now, though, is trust in Professor Russell, huh? Oh, we always do. No one here? Everyone, thank you for your hard work. We're about to recover and start repairs on the left outrigger. There's still a possibility the Society might attack, so we can't let our guard down just yet. Alright. Good work. Everyone's assembling on the bridge in preparation for the flight engine test. Ooh, hi Estelle, everybody. It sounds like you're heading someplace scary. Everyone, come back safe, okay? I'll take a souvenir photo of your victory when you do. A souvenir photo? Sounds more like we're on a vacation. It's a great idea, right? I want us all to remember why we came here. Was worried for a while, but it seems like repairs are going okay. Professor Russell's pretty much hauled our bacon out of the fire. Now if we can just stop Ouroboros dead in their tracks, it'll be a no strings attached happy ending. I'll make sure we get to the front page of a special edition for this one. You guys just focus on giving us the biggest, most slam-bang action story of the century. We'll do our best. Oh, hey everyone. How's the expedition going? Yeah. I see. Yes, we're just about ready to begin our investigation of the Access Pillar. So we were right. The tower is the central administrative facility for the entire city. It must be where the Aureole is stored, and the enemy must be there as well. Very well then. I will join your investigation if you'll have me. What? I want to get a picture of the situation with my own eyes. Besides, it sounds like the Access Pillar allows them to manipulate city functions as they wish. As skilled as you all become, I think you could use all the help you can get against that. But Juliwa, Julia, what about the Arseille's repairs? Don't worry, Your Highness. Most of the serious work is complete. I've already ordered the flight engine test. With that, the professor and the crew can manage what little remains, I think. Well, okay. I sure won't say no to the extra help. Glad to have you, Julia. On that note, then, allow me to accompany you as well. Major Vendor? The perimeter here is as secure as we can reasonably make it. Realistically, there is very little left for me to do here. A soldier should go where his skills are most needed. Don't you agree? Mayor, you can possibly both... You don't need to worry yourself, Captain. To be honest, my main concern is allowing a certain imbecile to wander around unsupervised. I see. Regardless, the offer stands. I will gladly help if you need it. We'll keep it in mind. Thank you, Captain Major. Getting this much repair done is such a short time. Liberl continues to impress. The standard of your engineers is quite high. And I understand that a number of your engineering staff have received training from Professor Russell. I am a little envious, to be honest. Yeah, but to be honest, I think people should be envious of me as well, because I got Swords and Vander in my team now. Yeah, I'm getting more and more the inclination to call the episode here, because I need to test them. I don't know what they can do. That just said, we already had an idea, like, she would be like an average character at best, but with Swords and Vander, I have extremely high faith in their abilities. Interesting, very interesting. And of course it will cost us a lot of money to get them up to speed with quartz and gear, so yeah. We are beginning our test of the flight engine. We will be ready to fly by the time you return. Good luck in the meantime. We're about to begin testing the flight engine, but we still need to recover the outrigger and you need to explore that central tower. There is still a lot of work ahead. I hope you have the best of luck. Let me pray for you now at the end. Starboard flight engine, circuits connecting fine. Running simulation at 50% output. It seems like the Bobcat repairs are going well. Apparently Professor Russell's advice didn't just repair their flight system, but improved them. Even the bandits were admiring him. Yeah, and of course Professor Russell, he doesn't judge. He helps anyone he can that's willing to have an open mind when it comes to science. Like a proper scientist. Alright, so I think for now... Oh, look at that, so many people. Ooh, 85 and 86. High stamina, tech power, straightforward fighter, all-rounder, graceful swordsmanship and powerful arts. So he's the melee, she is a distance fighter. So he could be for Zin, and she could be for a Olivier, say, or Chloe. Level-wise, I'm sorry Kevin, I still don't see any enforcer where we need you for. Even though you're a decent enough character. Like these, the main party, those are the ones that I want to focus on the most, because they've been with us the longest. They've earned to be in our party. So for now, I'm gonna start with these, because they've already been in our party. Let's give Olivier his new gun. Do we want to give him some new shoes as well? Not bad. Feels a bit like art shoes. This one, I don't know. Still not the biggest fan of it. Alright. Ormond, he was already fully equipped with what we have here at the ready. Of course, enough opportunities to improve, but he is serviceable. Alright, so I think what I want to do right now, I want to go to the access pillars. I want to open it, just checking it out. And I think after that I will probably cut the episode so that with a little bit of luck we can have one enforcer per episode. Assuming we have like a dungeon first and then a boss fight. If it's back-to-back boss fight, we'll see how many we can do in one episode, of course. But yeah, let's head over to the access pillars and see what we can find out. So, I will see you there. Alright, we are at the road leading towards the access pillars. So let's go there and check it out before we say goodbye. And hopefully, we won't be brutalized on our way in. At least I'm hoping so. No enemies at all. Oh, what can we expect here? No! Not a riot! Slightly different color. Is it already upgraded? Or is it the exact same one we fought with Gilbert? Yeah, it's the same thing. Riot Claw. Solid Seeker, 5880. Not too bad. If we can hit it on an increased damage output, that would be great. I think this is too far for a God Kick. Yeah, definitely too far away. We want... Or do we want to wait for that? Because the thing is, if they can come closer while we upgrade our characters, that would be amazing. Alright, let's do the same upgrade we had before. Let them come closer. And when the critical gets here, we'll use Joshua's new move in order to use it. Alright, that would take care of all the buffs we have. Then we can start attacking and debuffing the other team. Shite. Let's wait until Zin starts to cast. Or fight. Oh, he cannot do arts. Did they actually, the one move before he was about to cast his Earth Wall, they actually cancelled him? I have to say, I am impressed. Ooh. Celestial Bomb. I want that. Yeah, I should have taken the first critical for Joshua, but I wasn't paying too much attention. Oh, more than enough. More than enough. I wanted the critical just to make sure that we could destroy the little ones. Now it seems that we could have probably done it just with a normal one. We didn't need to wait for it. Right, what can you do to mess him up? Do we have a... No, we don't. Or do we? I want to see if it works. Because we don't know what buffs and debuffs work unless we try it. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, it's not the hardest fight to go through with. Yeah, I don't even feel need to do anything more than what we already been doing here. I want to try some other status effects on it. Movement less -4. Now, confuse will definitely not work. Since this is not... Ooh, we called allies. Didn't expect that. Yeah, he's very resistant. Do we? Nah. I think we can just focus on the big one and let the smaller one come to us. Unless we cannot hit it, then we might as well start. Come on. Yeah, critical. Just like I wanted. Ooh, is he gonna heal somebody? Yeah, we cannot allow that. Ooh, that was a lot more powerful than I thought it was gonna be. It doesn't say that he would explode, right? So I can assume he won't. Because if he explodes, he definitely will take Joshua out. And maybe Zin with him as well. Ah, screw it, let's go for it. Yeah. I'm mostly excited for the Celestial Bomb we're gonna get for it. I need to resupply. Yeah, heal up, it's fine. You're gonna die before your next turn anyway. Alright, so we meet a few guards before we are allowed to go in. Yeah, we can definitely work our way around that, right? It's just that I'm more afraid if it's gonna be like an enforcer. So, this is the inside of the access pillar. This is not wholly unlike being inside an orbment. Eerie. And what the heck is that glowing liquid? I've never seen anything like that before. I think it may be a liquid medium for concentrated orbal power. I definitely wouldn't touch it barehanded. Alright. Well, we are finally here. Our first taste of the access pillar. They're all... Oh no, it's a mimic. Prepare for battle. Wait, no? False alarm? Dear old bomb. I'll have you know that if you could take multiple items from the same chest, the economy would collapse. Long barrel the third. Nothing. Well, life is full of little disappointments. Okay, so now we can have 2 ranged characters with long barrel. Good. Reviving. I had saved some coffee for you, but then I was taken in a muggin. Is there a capsule? Nothing in here, but a couple of hairs. Ugh, gross. Emergency puppet? How would you like it if some random chest kept opening you? Very intrusive, to be sure. Alright, okay. Last passageway. Yeah, I feel like... ooh! Big enemies. Oh, this is gonna be very interesting, yeah. Like, I feel like we're gonna have like dungeon parts going all the way towards an enforcer, and we're doing it probably layer by layer by layer, meeting one enforcer after the other. So like I said before, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move forward from the next episode through the access pillar until we encounter one of the enforcers. If we can manage to figure out which one we'll encounter, we'll adjust the party according to which character is most affiliated with that enforcer we need to beat. And that's basically it. So I don't know if we do one enforcer per episode from the next one, or if we can do multiple in one, because I have no idea how long the dungeon will be until we meet an enforcer. But there's one way to figure it out, and that's to tune in next time. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we fight our way up the pillar through all the enforcers we can. Bye bye.